Manny Pacquiao first priority is a fight with Errol Spence. He really wants that fight. He's returning in April or May, and so is Errol Spence. So they're looking to collide on that date on pay-per-view. Both of the fighters been on pay-per-view during 2019. Manny Pacquiao faced Broner and Keith Thurman on pay-per-view. Errol Spence faced Mikey Garcia and Porter on pay-per-view. One of them was a boxing masterpiece. The other was a classic. Manny Pacquiao, on the other hand, had a great fight with a Keith Thurman and a Broner. So Manny Pacquiao, if he actually fights an Errol Spence, man, he the GOAT for that, because fighting Errol Spence at 41 is unheard of. I mean, you got fighters like Canelo who fighting the weakest link. You got fighters like Lomachenko who's being strategic, claiming that fighters nowadays are businessmen, not fighters, and he chooses to make business decisions. To each your zone, right? Meanwhile, Manny Pacquiao at 41, I don't know what kind of decision this called, because this is called a legacy decision. Because World War started early. I didn't know World War III done started if this fight turned out to be official. Because like I said, Manny Pacquiao is ranked as number 2 pound for pound. If y'all watched Split Decision Boxing Debate / Talk Show last episode, I told y'all Manny Pacquiao is pound for pound number 2. I got Terence Crawford number 1 and Errol Spence number 3. So if Manny Pacquiao beats an Errol Spence, he automatically pound for pound number 1. And that's the closest he will ever come to redeeming himself for that Floyd Mayweather loss. However, it is a tall order to ask for Manny Pacquiao to beat an Errol Spence. It's one thing to fight him and make all the money in the world and all the legacy in the world. However, to actually beat him, that's asking a little much from the legendary PacMan. But if anybody could do it at 41, then it got to be a Manny Pacquiao. I mean, Keith Thurman could tell you that. However, Errol Spence is more than one time. He's here every season. He's not here for a short season. So that being said, Errol Spence versus Manny Pacquiao most likely next. I told y'all that 6 months ago on Split Decision. So tune in to the Boxing Debate / Talk Show every Sunday on Akhi TV, where you attend the Akhi University, and hopefully one day the casual fans will graduate and become hardcore boxing fans. But till then, we got to talk about this. So first of all, subscribe below if you're trying to get smarter by the minute. If you're trying to get dumber by the second, don't, and listen to these casual fans / old media. Now, Manny Pacquiao is looking to fight an Errol Spence. Obviously, advantages that Manny Pacquiao brings to the table is his footwork. He has fast feet and fast hands. He throws fast combinations. On the other hand, Errol Spence, he brings fundamentals to the equation. The fact that he hardly makes mistakes. He's a hard puncher. He's also a combination puncher. He also has good hand speed. So both fighters bring something to the equation. Both fighters have their advantages. However, the elephant in the room that I haven't mentioned is the age gap between Errol and Manny Pacquiao, and I think that's the difference. And I believe even though Manny Pacquiao showed signs of his old self against Keith Thurman, that won't save him against Errol Spence. Because Errol Spence, unlike Keith Thurman, he's comfortable pressuring you. Unlike Keith Thurman, I feel like Keith Thurman, he went out of his pocket doing that. So that being said, Errol Spence is right at home doing so. So he gonna be breaking Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao is actually gonna show his age. However, we have to see for ourselves, because even Errol Spence himself is coming off a car crash, so you never know. However, I want all the PacMans, all the Pacquiao fans to ride for Pacquiao one last time. Don't give up on PacMan now that he's facing the truth. Because at the end of the day, Father Time is undefeated. I know all the Pac-Mans keep telling me, well, Pacquiao, he Asian don't age as quick. Well, Errol Spence is going to make him look his age, and that's my opinion. However, I love Pacquiao. That's one of my favorite fighters. Errol Spence is one of my favorite fighters today. So like I said, man, World War III done started early, didn't it? So I never been so happy to see a war get started. Obviously, they got money for war, but can't feed the poor. But at the end of the day, this will feed us hardcore boxing fans. This fight in particular, it will break pay-per-view. Not Mayweather versus Pacquiao, of course not. But what I mean is it's going to probably do 1 million, 2 million almost. So that's great numbers for fighters nowadays. And that's going to make Errol Spence a superstar in the game, in my opinion. Manny Pacquiao is his ticket to superstardom, just like Oscar was for Manny Pacquiao back in the day. Manny Pacquiao, that's his Oscar. So that being said, subscribe below if you're trying to get smart about the minute. If you're trying to get dumb about a second, don't, and listen to these casual fans / old media. And keep in mind, guys, click on the notification bell if you want to be part of the family to get notified every time we post to go live on Split Decision. So if you ever dream about debating with the Akhi, your brother, your amigo, / however you say it in Filipino, then call in, because we want all the smoke, just like Errol Spence does, just like Manny Pacquiao wants in 2020. So that being said, tune in next Sunday and to be continued on the next episode of Akhi TV. But till then, follow my man Lunatune for the funniest boxing memes. You can find his IG in the description box below, so keep it a G and follow my man. You can also find the Akhi Treasure, which is the Akhi merch / drip. If you want to be dripped up like the Akhi be and you want to support the movement, click on that link and order you some of the Akhi drip if you want to be dripped up like the Akhi be on Split Decision. I appreciate every one of my Akhis, my brothers. So at the end of the day, to be continued on the next episode of Akhi TV, and peace to all my brothers, and we out here.